everybody. Well, I am back and I've been having a bit of a slow start to this homestead patch because of some real life situations. So I apologize. I don't have a lot of wonderful details about the house, but I do have some updates kind of to go over based on some of the comments that were left on my last video. Some of the questions that came up, the Earth Terror Cavern and the Tropical Hideaway are not available yet in the ground store. I watched the live stream today from ZeniMax and they said that they think one of them was going to be out in May, and I believe that they were talking about the Earth Terror Cavern. I will have to link the whole show into the description below. And the other question was, when buying these packs, furniture packs and things that are in here, the question was, once you buy this, can you just put out an unlimited number of items? Well, no, you can't. And if you want to know how, you can see what you're going to buy, because in the crown store you can see that this shrubbery pack has 26 items. So that's all you get. You don't get to reproduce this tree indefinitely. You only get a certain amount of items in this pack. Now, how do you preview what you're going to get? Because what if you get this and they have a bunch of stuff in there that you really don't think is worth it? So, like, I bought the Trees of Tamriel garden pack, and it came with a couple of things, but when you type R, like when you're back in that preview screen, you can type R and then you can see the contents of any of these packs. So as you can see in the Trees of Tamriel garden pack, you get a bunch of bushes. You get some that are green and blue. It's flowers, so it's not just trees, it's bushes as well, and flowers. And you get saplings, so you get some small trees, get some shrubs, get a couple of big trees. But you see, there's only one of these. You can only put one out. So this is how you can tell what is inside the pack. So you can do that for all of these. So this is the Necessities Pack, and you can see this is a purple bottle, and so you get a bunch of, you know, just basic stuff that you have laying around the house. And I want to say that you can get some of these basics. You can just buy these real cheap. They're patterns that you buy off of the vendor, so I'll show you that later. And then with the shrubbery, you can also preview what's in the shrubbery. So you're not just getting shrubs. This is what I thought you'd get with the shrubbery, but you get not just shrubs, but you get ferns and some more flowers and some hedges. And, you know, these are what I thought we were getting. Then just some more plants to lay around. So not very many. You see what you get as shrubs. You're only getting like actually 5 true topiary shrubs. The rest are kind of little plants and some extra trees. There are some more trees, but more things that they classify as shrubs. And then you get these topiary trees. So these are the fancy ones here. You can see before you buy what is in the pack. And that's all you get. Get one of these, 2 of 5 of these, you know, that sort of thing. And that's it for those things. You get bedroom sets. You can see what's in the bedroom set. So you get 1 candle, you get 1 bed, you get a nightstand, purple nightstand, and a painting. and a carpet. And then kitchen set, you can check out the kitchen set by doing the same thing. You only get 9 items. So all of these, I mean, again, you know, as my logic says that you get 23 items, you're paying less for 23 items than you are for 10. So there better be some good stuff in there, right? And this bedroom set is 10, this kitchen set's 9 items, living room set is 10 items. The kitchen set has some cabinetry, some more artwork, some racks, tables, the common cloak, fire pit to put in your fireplace, that sort of thing. And the living room set has, when I was looking at the picture, I thought, well, I'm not quite sure. All they have is a bench. Okay, this is supposed to be a living room, and they give you 1 bench. And you get a desk. But you don't get a chair to go with the desk. I don't know if you're supposed to put the bench by the desk. So, anyway, this is how you can stay informed as to what you're purchasing before you buy it, because that's definitely something that I would take issue with. That I'm getting a parlor pack, which is advertised as a living room set, and all I get for it is a plain bench and a desk with no seating chair, and you know, so it's up to you if this is what you find to be worth it. Now, I have been decorating. I did decorate my Mournhold Keep, which I purchased for the crown price unfurnished, and I bought the Topiary Pack, so I got my bushes here at the entrance and a couple of extra trees. And I put the big trees, there's some trees back here because this is sort of a blank space, so I put trees and some bushes back here until I figure out what else I might hide back here. And then up here at the top, I put in another big tree right there. And then you can move around the pre-existing trees. So this little tree that was pre-existing, this was pre-existing, and then I added this other big tree over here. So you can see there's a little bit more greenery as to what comes in standard. Then I added a few more bushes and things down here at the base of the tree to kind of fill it out. And they look really pretty natural. There is some vegetation that comes with these houses that you cannot pick up, so adding these trees and some of the bushes and plants around here, it all blends in really well because this is Bankarai and this is the kind of vegetation that grows here. So that I added as well. So that's basically just kind of helps fill out the place. Bought a couple of my achievement furnishings and not much else. I put out my animals, my merchant, put out a fox, but you know, they just kind of stand here, it doesn't do anything. And my horse, I do have plans for my horse. When I get to my crafting character, I will show you some of the plans that I've learned because you can preview the stuff before I even make it. So I did purchase this little table and the bench. These are just the very, very cheap stuff, you know, like 60 crowns. Then, and including the fire logs, which I purchased for crowns. But this little pot, I made that pot. And I made the kebabs. I made that little cup. And the other stuff up there, those are some achievement items. Including that's an achievement item. And up here at the top, I've done the bedroom. This is a really cheap, you know, less than 100 crowns on the orc bed. I made that pot. And then I purchased these, were actually quite cheap too, the Imperial Braziers. So that's all I've done for this house so far. This is going to be a labor of love, time, and effort to fill this big house up with items. So I think a lot of people are realizing right now that this is a long-term project. It's not a quick and easy thing to do unless you have a lot of money and you want to put some crowns into buying a pre-furnished home and then adding your items later. I personally feel that I should add items to this home as I come across them, as I can afford them. I do want to get my achievement items in here and things that I have personally crafted. So it's not going to be an instant gratification by any means. So I just wanted to give that tiny little update.